Evening, Medicine Hat Mavericks and Regina Red Sox fans, and welcome to Game 1 of the Western Major Baseball League Finals between the Mavericks and the Red Sox. Third meeting of the season between the Mavericks and the Red Sox, and the first meeting here at Athletic Park. Mavericks and Red Sox met up mid-July in Regina for the only two games this season between the two teams. Starting lineup this evening for the visiting Regina Red Sox. Leading off and playing left field, number 4, Wesley Moss. In the 2 spot is the second baseman, number 21, Adam Dela Cruz. And playing right field, batting third for the Red Sox, number 23, Joshua Jones. And in the cleanup spot is number 25, Phil Langlois, playing third base. Batting fifth is the first baseman, number 18, Eric Crossman. And batting sixth for the Red Sox, number 17, the catcher, Matt Deneau. Batting in the bottom of the order, in the 7th spot, it's the shortstop, number 2, Danny Hunt. Batting 8th, number 12, the center fielder, Brooks Stotler. And closing out the batting order for the Regina Red Sox is a designated hitter, number 37, Griffin Keller, making his first appearance in these playoffs. And on the mound for the Red Sox in Game 1 of the Western Major Baseball League Finals is number 11, Peyton Burks. And the starting lineup for the home team, the Medicine Hat Mavericks, leading off in center field is number 2, David Salguero. And batting second is the shortstop, number 5, Carson Johnson. And batting third, catching this evening, is number 25, Colton Wright. Same top of the order as always for the Mavericks. Batting fourth is the first baseman, number 31, Zach Gray. And batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 20, Sal Rodriguez. And the 6th spot is the second baseman, number 1, Nolan Radeye. And batting 7th, the third baseman, number 4, Louis Cantura. Batting 8th and 9th, it's the corner outfielders for the Mavericks. Batting 8th is number 9, Jordan Dre, playing right field. And batting 9th, the left fielder, number 18, Jackson Hoagie. And on the mound for the Mavericks for Game 1 is number 29, Alex Defoe. The same that it was at Game 1 against both Lethbridge and Edmonton.
Batting fifth for the first baseman, number 18, Eric Crossman. Tonight's budget blinds beer batter, the catcher, batting sixth, number 17, Matt Deneau. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 2, Danny Hunt. Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 12, Brooks Stotler. And rounding out the batting order for the Regina Red Sox, the designated hitter, number 37, Griffin Keller. Today's starting pitcher for the Regina Red Sox, number 11, Peyton Burks.
So far, these playoffs, Peyton Burks has made 2 starts for the Red Sox. In those 2 starts, he's pitched 12 in 2/3 innings, giving up 19 hits and 14 earned runs. 2 walks from Burks and 10 strikeouts in an 0-1 record these playoffs. A 9.94 ERA for the Red Sox starter. And for the Mavericks, Alex Defoe also has 2 starts in these playoffs. In those 2 starts, he's made it through 11 innings, giving up 12 hits in those 11 innings and only 6 runs. 5 walks from Defoe and 11 strikeouts. A 2-0 record for Defoe, the Game 1 starter in each series. And a 4.90 ERA for Alex Defoe. Starting lineup and the national anthem about to be announced here at Athletic Park, with first pitch underway right after in just a few minutes. 3 to 4 minutes away from first pitch here at Athletic Park.
And now the starting lineup for your Medicine Hat Mavericks. The center fielder, number 2, David Salguero. Batting second, the shortstop, number 5, Carson Johnson. Behind home plate, batting third, the catcher, number 25, Colton Wright. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 31, Zach Gray. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 20, Sal Rodriguez. Batting sixth, playing second base, number 1, Nolan Rakai. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 4, Louis Gandura. Batting eighth, number 9, the right fielder, Jordan Dre. And running up the batting order for the Mavericks, the left fielder, number 18, Jackson Hoagie. Tonight's starting pitcher for the Mavericks, number 29, Alex Defoe. The coaching staff for the Mavericks, head coach Andrew Murphy. Assistants, the birthday boy, Fila Lentini, and Kyle Swanek. Fans, if you could please stand, remove your hats, and join Paige Callahan in the singing of O Canada. Thank you very much, Paige. Conditions at game time, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. A nice 27 degrees Celsius. Great ball playing weather here in the hat.
We're ready to go here at Athletic Park. Alex Defoe is on the mound for the Mavericks. Getting ready for the top of the order from the Regina Red Sox. Top of the order, starting off with number 4, Wesley Moss. Then number 21, Adam Dela Cruz. And rounding out the top of the order for the Red Sox is number 23, Joshua Jones. Wesley Moss, the leadoff batter for the Sox. These playoffs is hitting .238 with 10 hits and 42 at-bats. Along those 10 hits, he has 8 runs and 1 RBI. Adam Dela Cruz has been leading the offense these playoffs for the Sox with 18 hits and 40 at-bats, hitting .450. With those 18 hits, he has 3 doubles, 1 triple, and 2 home runs, 11 RBI, and 9 runs. And then Joshua Jones is hitting .244 in these playoffs with 10 hits, 4 runs, and 41 at-bats, hitting .244, 1 double, 2 home runs, and 9 RBI. On the mound, it's Alex Defoe. And the defense behind him, Colton Wright is catching this evening. Louis Gandura on third. Carson Johnson playing short. Nolan Radai, the second baseman, and Zach Gray is on first base. Out in left field, it's Jackson Hoagie with David Salguero playing center. And in right field tonight in Game 1 is Jordan Dre. Wright, Gandura, Johnson, Radai, Gray, Hoagie, Salguero, and Dre for the Mavericks behind Alex Defoe. We're ready for first pitch here at Athletic Park as Wesley Moss steps up to the batter's box. First pitch is in, and it's outside from Alex Defoe to get us started here on Sunday, August the 12th for Game 1 of the Western Major Baseball League Finals. Second pitch, Wesley Moss turns on and fouls down towards the Red Sox dugout. 1-1 count. Mavericks beat the Lethbridge Bulls in 4 games, and the Edmonton Prospects in 5 in the Western Final. Regina Red Sox beat the Swift Current 57s in 4 games, and then the Weyburn Beavers in 5. 3-1 count now to the leadoff batter, Wesley Moss. Looking to start this series off with by getting on base for the Sox. Adam Dela Cruz on deck for the Sox. And Wesley Moss is going to ground this one right between the first and second baseman, Nolan Radai and Zach Gray, and he's on with the leadoff single for the Sox. One up and one on for Regina here in the first inning. And Adam Dela Cruz will step up to the plate with a runner on first base. Adam Dela Cruz has had a major impact in the Summit lineup these playoffs, hitting .450 coming into the final round. 18 hits and 40 at-bats, almost hitting .500, is the Red Sox second baseman. 2 home runs and 11 RBI as well. As he watches pitch number 2 go by for a called strike, gets behind 0-2 now. Defoe looking for that first out of the inning. 0-2 count to Dela Cruz, and he hits a line drive hard and deep into left center field. Salguero makes a diving effort for it. Can't make the grab. Dela Cruz is holding up on second. Wesley Moss turns third and is coming home. And it's 1-0 for the Regina Red Sox early in game 1 of this series.
That's both an advantage for Regina and us. Only seeing each other twice. Or you don't get a sense necessarily.
1-0 for Regina early in this one after the RBI double from Adam Dela Cruz, hit number 19 of these playoffs. Hit number 19 and RBI number 12 for Adam Dela Cruz. And it's 1-0 early after a single and a double. Joshua Jones, the right fielder, now batting for the Sox. 1 on. In scoring position is Adam Dela Cruz. No outs yet. As Jones is going to ground this one towards Louis Canjura. He makes the grab, bobbles it a bit. Ends up making the throw over to first and gets the out. 5-3 gets the first out of the first inning. Top of the first, and there's now 1 out with 1 still on for the Sox as Phil Langlois, the third baseman, steps up to the plate for the first time this game. Langlois has a good batting average coming into the finals here at .305. As he lines this one into center field, Salguero slips and it gets by him down towards the warning track. Adam Dela Cruz is going to score. Phil Langlois is rounding second, going for third, and he's going to dive in safely for an RBI triple. A single, a double, and a triple for the Red Sox makes it 2-0 early for the away team in the top of the first.
The first baseman, number 18, Eric Crossman.
Line drive to straightaway center. Salguero stumbles in center field. Can't make the play. Langlois ends up on third. Still only 1 out here in the top of the first, and 2 runs have already come around to score for Regina. Quick meeting at the mound for the Mavericks as Kyle Swan, the pitching coach, goes out and talks to Alex Defoe, Carson Johnson, and Colton Wright. Ready to step up to the plate now is the first baseman, number 18, Eric Crossman, who's hitting .324 in these playoffs. 12 hits and 37 at-bats, 1 double, 2 home runs, and 6 RBI. 6 runs for Crossman as well, and a .324 batting average. comes up to the plate with a third run for the Red Sox, only 90 feet away on third base in Phil Langlois. And he's going to pop this one up high in the air towards center field. Salguero makes a catch in short center. Not enough room for Langlois to advance off a third. Salguero with the early throw in keeps Langlois on third, and there's now 2 outs in the top of the first. Crossman can't keep it deep enough to score the third runner. And a sacrifice fly is now out of play for the Red Sox as Matt Deneau, the catcher, steps up to the plate. One of the only batters in the Red Sox lineup these playoffs who's been having a little bit of a difficult time at the plate. Hitting 179 with only 7 hits and 39 at-bats. As he hits this one high and deep to center field. It's out the warning track, and Salguero does make the grab this time. Almost did not make the play again in the first inning. A tough start.
Mavericks do up here in the bottom of the verse.
There in the top of the first inning for the center fielder. He tried to make a diving grab on Adam De La Cruz, stumbled on Phil Langlois, and almost lost it in the sun with Matt Deneau at the warning track. Deneau about 5 feet away from hitting a 2-run home run in the first inning. Defoe gets through the first inning, giving up 2 runs on 3 hits to the Red Sox on only 15 pitches, 5 balls and 10 strikes. The Red Sox hitting the ball well in inning number 1. Peyton Burks on the mound for the Red Sox. Burks has a 9.94 ERA through 2 starts in these playoffs. He's given up 14 runs on 12 and 2/3 innings and an 0-1 record.
Anything except for the jerseys. Then head on over to the souvenir shack and take a look at some Mavs swag. Who's the beer lady down on the first baseline for the high school beer? Dominic.
Top of the order for the Mavericks will consist of David Salguero, Carson Johnson, and Colton Wright, the regular trio. Salguero has 13 hits in these playoffs, hitting .406. Carson Johnson also with 13 hits, hitting .382, and Colton Wright with 11 hits, hitting .314. Salguero has 2 home runs these playoffs with 4 RBI. He has 11 runs scored on 3 doubles. Carson Johnson has scored 8 times on 4 doubles and a triple. No home runs, but 11 RBI for Carson Johnson. Colton Wright has 8 runs scored himself on 3 home runs and 12 RBI. Top of the order has had it go in all playoffs for the Mavericks, and we'll see what they can do here in the bottom of the first, down 2-0 early to the Red Sox.
Due up for the Mavericks, top of the order, the center fielder, number 2, David Salguero.
Salguero will lead us off here in the bottom of the first. He'll step up to the plate now to face off against the left-hander, Peyton Burks. Game 1 of the Western Major Baseball League Finals between the Regina Red Sox and Massillon Mavericks. First pitch is in from Peyton Burks, and it's just outside and low, a 1-0 count. Second pitch just up high of the strike zone. Salguero watches it go by again. A good eye from him. One that he almost wanted to swing on, but left it. 2-0 count. 3-0 now after 3 pitches to the leadoff batter. And Salguero will now be changing his focus, having a leadoff walk. And he will in 4 pitches. 4th pitch of the at-bat, down low. And it's a 4-pitch walk to lead us off for David Salguero. The defense for the Regina Red Sox behind Peyton Burks this evening. Catching is number 17, Matt Deneau.
Number 5, Carson Johnson.
3rd baseman, Phil Langlois. Shortstop, Danny Hunt. 2nd baseman, Adam Dela Cruz. And on first, it's Eric Crossman. Left fielder is Wesley Moss. In center, Brooks Stotler. And in right field is Joshua Jones. First strike of the evening for Peyton Burks. It's the first strike of this at-bat to Carson Johnson. Johnson hitting .382 these playoffs. Has a runner on first and no outs. Colton Wright on deck for the Mavericks at the moment. Carson Johnson with 11 RBI these playoffs. Has a lot to do with Salguero always getting on and into scoring position, usually stealing second. Second pitch of the at-bat is way over Johnson's head, and Salguero takes off for second. The throw gets behind him, and he's going to steal 2. Salguero is now on third with no outs. And a 1-1 count at the plate. So is that 2 stolen bases, or?
No, it's an E2.
Yeah. Salguero now on third after stealing second and advancing to third on the errored throw from Matt Deneau, the catcher. And Johnson's going to hit this one high in the air towards right field at the warning track. And the right fielder, Joshua Jones, makes the grab. And Salguero's going to come around to score on the sacrifice fly from Johnson. Cuts the lead in half for the Regina Red Sox. It's 2-1 now here in the bottom of the first. That fly ball from Johnson might have been the farthest we've seen him hit it here at Athletic Park this season. Looking for a home run, number 1 of the playoffs, and almost had it at the warning track in right field. Joshua Jones makes the grab, and there's now 1 out, but 1 run scores. Colton Wright now in the batter's box for the first time this game. And after the called strike on pitch number 2, it's a 1-1. Zach Gray is on deck for the Mavericks. 1 out, nobody on for Colton Wright. Colton Wright leads the team in RBI and home runs with 3 home runs and 12 RBI this postseason. Johnson just tied him actually with 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 2-1 count, and here's pitch number 4. Finds the outside corner, does Peyton Burks, so it evens up the count 2-2. Carson Johnson in his last at bat picks up RBI number 12 of this postseason, ties Colton Wright for the team lead. 2-1 game. Regina leads here in the bottom of the first inning. And it's a full count. Wright watching another one go by. That one just low of the strike zone. Colton Wright being very patient at the plate so far in this game in his first at bat. Pitch number 6 comes in. And it'll go down looking. Peyton Burks with the fastball finds that inside corner. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the first inning. Colton Wright's now over 1 with a strikeout. Peyton Burks gets out number 2 of the inning. And now stepping up to the plate, it's the first baseman, Zach Gray. 1-0 count on the first pitch ball from Peyton Burks. Gray in this postseason has 2 home runs and 7 RBI. Second pitch slider from Peyton Burks. Called strike on the outside corner. 1-1. 9 hits for Gray in this postseason with 2 home runs. And pitch number 3 from Peyton Burks right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the pitch that Zach Gray was looking for, and it's a 1-2 count as he watches that one go by. 2 outs, nobody on. And Gray jumps on the slider from Peyton Burks. Fouls it off, can't keep it fair. Keeps the count 1-2. Gray saw that one coming in all the way. Couldn't keep it fair as he does this time, but he pops it up just into short right field. Joshua Jones sprints after it and makes the grab. Had to travel a far distance out there in right field to make the play for the 3rd out of the inning. He'll make the play, so we're going into the top of the 2nd with the Mavericks down 2-1. No hits for the Mavericks in inning number 1. 3 hits for Regina. 1 error from the Red Sox as well. Peyton Burks gets out of the inning, giving up 1 run on no hits and a walk. 1 strikeout for Peyton Burks as well, that being against Colton Wright. Salguero was walked and then came in on a sacrifice fly from Carson Johnson after Salguero stole second and advanced to third on the error from the catcher.
Hey fans, if you're looking for some cold beer, there's Dominic down the first baseline. Wait, Dominic! If you want some cold beer, she's ready to serve. Sorry. Sometimes I have 40.
Alex Defoe back on the mound for the Mavericks here for inning number 2. Got through the first inning, giving up 3 hits and 2 runs to the Red Sox. Here in top of the 2nd, it'll be the bottom of the order, the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Red Sox. Danny Hunt will lead us off here in the top of the 2nd inning for the Sox, followed by Brooks Stotler and Griffin Keller. Danny Hunt's hitting .305 this postseason, and he swings on pitch number 1 and pops it up high in the air towards right field. Nolan Radeye back onto it to second baseman, deep into right field. He'll make the grab for out number 1 of the top of the 2nd inning.
The center fielder, number 12, Brooks Stotler.
Brooks Stotler, the center fielder now, batting for the first time this game in the top of the 2nd. First pitch from Defoe, called strike. 0-1 count. Pitch number 2 is in. Called strike again on the outside corner from Alex Defoe. Gets ahead 0-2 now to the number 8 batter, the center fielder, Brooks Stotler. Stotler has had quite the impressive postseason himself, hitting .419 for the Red Sox with 13 hits and 10 runs. Leads the Red Sox in runs in the postseason. But here in at-bat number 1, he's going to go down swinging to Alex Defoe for out number 2 in the 2nd inning.
First strikeout for Defoe. 2 gone now for the Red Sox.
1 strikeout now this evening for Alex Defoe as he gets Brooks Stotler here in inning number 2. Now batting bottom of the order for the Red Sox, it's the designated hitter, Griffin Keller. Griffin Keller is in his first at-bat in these playoffs. Hasn't appeared yet for the Sox until the championship round. 1-1 count to the second pitch is outside. Slider inside from Alex Defoe. Tied up Griffin Keller at the plate. Foul it off, and he's now down 1-2. Alex Defoe now looking for strikeout number 2 and out number 3 of the inning. Not going to get it on pitch number 4. Throws a hard fastball outside. And it's a 2-2 count.
Do I have cleanest car or dirtiest car?
Griffin Keller is going to swing on this one inside. Can't hit it hard enough. Grounds out straight to Carson Johnson. He'll make the throw over to first. 6-3 ends the top of the second. 1-2-3 inning for Alex Defoe. 3 up, 3 down. And we're going into the bottom of the second with Regina still leading the Massillon Mavericks 2-1. Peyton Burks back on the mound, gave up 1 run in the first inning on no hits and a walk. 1 strikeout from Burks, got Colton Wright looking on a full count. Here in the bottom of the second inning, it'll be the 5, 6, 7 hitters for the Mavericks. Sal Rodriguez, Nolan Radai, and Louis Canjura. Rodriguez DHing this evening for the Mavericks. Rodriguez coming up to the plate now to lead us off for the bottom of the second. The DH of the evening for the Mavericks. He's hitting .333 in these playoffs. 11 hits with 4 runs, 2 doubles, 2 home runs for Rodriguez so far, and 8 RBI. On deck is Nolan Radai, who's hitting .375. First pitch is in from Burks, and it's down low. Misses the strike zone, 1-0 count. Radai has 12 hits and 7 runs so far for the Mavericks. 2-0 count now. Second pitch is way inside. Rodriguez watches that one go by. Down at his ankles. Third pitch is in. And that one misses as well. Peyton Burks struggling to keep the ball elevated into the strike zone. He's missed 3 times, all down low.
Well, what do you got? Dirtiest car? What do you have? Want to just tell me?
3-0 count. And we get a called strike. That way down low in the strike zone. Barely caught the bottom half. 3-1 count. All 4 pitches down low to Sal Rodriguez from Peyton Burks. Same on pitch number 5. Rodriguez jumps on it but fouls it off hard down the third base line. Fills the count 3-2. Full count for Rodriguez, the leadoff batter for the Mavericks here in the bottom of the second inning. And he'll be walked in 6 pitches. The second walk issued from Peyton Burks early on in this game. Last time he walked the batter, it was David Salguero, and he came around to score. He led off the bottom of the first. We'll see if Rodriguez can do the same here in the bottom of the second. Doesn't quite have the same speed that David Salguero has. He'll need a little more help from the batters behind him to get around the bases.
I don't think Sal's feeling it. Unless it's a fastball.
In the batter's box now for the Mavericks is Nolan Radai. The second baseman for the Mavericks is hitting .375 in this postseason. Rat-Eye in these playoffs with 3 doubles, 12 hits, 7 runs, and only 3 RBI. 2-0 count now. 2 straight balls from Peyton Burks. Two-0 count, and Rat-Eye is being patient at the plate. Watch Rodriguez get walked in 6 pitches on pitches all down low. And Burks tries to find the upstairs outside corner. Can't do so, misses again, and it's a 3-0 count now to Nolan Rat-Eye. 27 pitches thrown from Peyton Burks already in his game. 16 of the balls, 11 strikes. 3-0 count, and Burks will find that inside bottom half corner for strike number 1 in the at-bat. And that makes the count 3-1. Same thing happened to the leadoff batter Rodriguez in the at-bat before. 3-0 count, and then filled the count 3-2 after a foul ball. And Rat-Eye does the same as Rodriguez here in his first at-bat of the game. 3-0 to 3-2 after a called strike and a foul ball. No outs here in the bottom of the second inning, 1 on. Rodriguez on first. Here's pitch number 6. And Rat-Eye is going to ground it up the middle off of Burks' glove, and is thrown away from the shortstop, Danny Hunt. Both runners are going to advance. Rodriguez up to third and Rat-Eye up to second. Rat-Eye advances to second after the error throw from Danny Hunt. Rodriguez on third. 2 runners now in scoring position for the Mavericks. I think so. I think he beats the throw because it went off. Two errors now from the Red Sox infield already in this game in the bottom of the second inning. One from Matt Deneau throwing it out into the outfield that let David Salguero advance to third base. And the error throw from Danny Hunt over top of the head of Eric Crossman allows Rat-Eye to get to second, and Sal Rodriguez up to third. No outs. 2 on for the Mavericks.
Number 4, Louis Ventura.
Mavericks currently down 1 run. A good opportunity for them to tie things up or possibly take the lead here in the bottom of the second inning. Louis Canjura at the plate, the third baseman, the veteran infielder for the Mavericks in his second year here in the Western Major Baseball League, making his first finals appearance. Hitting .312 for the Mavericks so far these playoffs. The consistent third baseman for the Mavericks at the plate. One and one. Called strike and a ball up high. Canjura in these playoffs has 10 hits and 6 runs scored. Only 2 RBI. We'll see if he can add to that total. And it's another slider from Peyton Burks that's way outside of the strike zone over top of the head of Louis Canjura. Second time he's thrown an errored pitch outside over top of the head of one of the Mavericks batters, Carson Johnson in the first inning. Louis Canjura here in inning number 2. 2-1 count now. Canjura gets ahead at the plate. And it's 2-2. Called strike on the outside corner. Peyton Burks finds his spot on pitch number 4. Good location, good control. Evens up to count 2-2. No outs here in the bottom of the second. 2 runners in scoring position for the Mavericks. Nolan Rat-Eye on second. Sal Rodriguez on third. Jordan Dre on deck for the Mavericks. And after the pitch down low in the strike zone, Canjura is going to go down looking. Second strikeout of the game for Peyton Burks. Peyton Burks with the pitch down low in the strike zone. Louis Canjura thought it missed. got that outside corner again. And Burks now has 2 strikeouts in 1 1/3 innings pitched. Jordan Dre, the right fielder, now at the plate. First pitch is way inside, has Dre backing off the plate. Dre has struggled at the plate for the Mavericks here in the playoffs, one of the only bats that has. Dre's been hitting .076. But here on pitch number 2, it's a deep to center field. Get out of here. It's on the warning track and it's dropped from Brooks Stotler. Can't make the grab, and it's an RBI double from Jordan Dre. It ties things up here in the second inning. 2-2 count. Heavy winds here at Athletic Park affecting Brooks Stotler out there in center field. 2-2 on the fly ball from Jordan Dre. Mavericks tie things up. Jordan Dre with the fly ball to center field. Scores Sal Rodriguez from third. It's an RBI double here in the bottom of the second. Still 1 out and 2 on. Jackson Hoagie at the plate now. And Hoagie's going to pop this one up just behind the infield. Second baseman Adam Dela Cruz makes the grab just beyond the infield. And there's now 2 outs here in the second inning.
Top of the order, the center fielder number 2, David Salguero.
And we're back to the top of the order for the Mavericks here in inning number 2. David Salguero will bat for the second time this game. He walked in the first inning and later scored after stealing second and advancing to third on the error throw from Matt Deneau. 1 run in the game so far. And he's first pitch swinging, grounds it towards Adam Dela Cruz at second, almost beats the throw to first. He was hustling hard down the first base line. Dela Cruz makes the throw. And he gets a third out of the inning. We're going to the top of the third with a tie ball game here at Athletic Park. 2-2 between the Regina Red Sox and the Medicine Mavericks. Game 1 of the Western Major Baseball League Finals between the West Division champions, the Medicine Mavericks, and the East Division champions, the Regina Red Sox. Through 2 innings. 2-2 after 2 runs for the Regina Red Sox in the first inning and 1 run in each inning for the Mavericks.
Draw in the 7th inning. And fans, if your vehicle has a license plate number UEA 694, it's a Dodge Durango. Shame on you. You have the dirtiest car in the parking lot. And you don't want a free car wash courtesy of Clean Machine, the official car wash of the Mavericks. You can claim that prize at the ticket office. The bottom of the second inning was brought to you by Little Buddha's Garage, old school service for all your automotive needs. Make them your first choice for diesel and gas repairs. Little Buddha's Garage.
Top of the third inning. And Alex Defoe is still on the mound for the Medicine Mavericks. Through 2 innings, getting up 2 runs to the Red Sox on 3 hits, no walks, and a strikeout.
Starting off, the left fielder number 4, Wesley Moss.
Top of the order for the Red Sox here in inning number 3, Wesley Moss, Adam Dela Cruz, and Joshua Jones. Moss singled and scored in inning number 1. Scored on the RBI double from Adam Dela Cruz. Two-0 count for Wesley Moss here to lead off the top of the third inning. Inside pitch from Defoe likely would have missed the plate again. Moss swings on it and fouls it off. 2-1 count now.
Does protect himself.
3-1, fourth pitch from Defoe in the dirt. Hops in front of the plate. And Wesley Moss is now looking to get on for the second straight inning.
Heads up down the first baseline, guys.
Second foul ball in the at-bat to from Wesley Moss. Makes it a full count, 3-2. 3-2 count, and here's the pitch, and Moss is going to line this one straight towards Radai at second. Radai, like he's done all postseason, he makes the out on the line drive straight to the second baseman. Adam Dela Cruz steps up to the plate for the second time this game. Swings on the first pitch, hits it deep into right field. Jordan Dre is under it. Dre will make the grab for the quick out for out number 2 here in the top of the third.
Now batting the right fielder, number 23, Joshua Jones.
Joshua Jones, the right fielder for the Red Sox, steps up to the plate now for the second time. He's 0 for 1 this game, grounded out to Louis Canjura at third in the first inning. First pitch swinging is Jones, and he'll foul this one off down the first base line. 1 strike now in this at-bat. Oh, 1 count to Jones, and he takes a hard cut at pitch number 2 from Defoe. Can't keep up with the fastball, and it's 0-2. Oh, 2 count, and this one's going to be popped up high in the air in the infield. Nolan Radai looks to be under it at second, and he is 4 unassisted, gets the third out of the top of the third. Another 1-2-3 inning from Alex Defoe, 2 straight, after sitting down to 7, 8, 9 hitters in inning number 2 and the 1-2-3 hitters here in inning number 3.
Hey guys, how's it going down there? And also on the Medicine Hat Brew Company dugout deck. Hopefully everything's looking good down there. If you're interested, looking over.
Alex Defoe now through 3 innings, giving up only 2 runs on 3 hits and a strikeout. No walks from Defoe yet, while going through the entire order plus the top half once. Here in the bottom of the third, it'll be the 2, 3, 4 hitters for the Mavericks. Carson Johnson, Colton Wright, and Zach Gray. Johnson had a sacrifice fly RBI in the first inning. Colton Wright's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and Zach Gray is 0 for 1 this game as well. The batters in the 2, 3, 4 spots in the lineup for the Mavericks, still looking for their first hits altogether. Nolan Radai and Jordan Dre, the only batters in the lineup for the Mavericks with hits so far.
The 2, 3, 4 hitters go up for the Mavericks, starting off the shortstop, number 5, Carson Johnson.
Leading off the bottom of the third for the Mavericks, it's the shortstop, Carson Johnson. Peyton Burke still on the mound for the Red Sox. First pitch is outside, 1-0 count. Burks has given up 2 runs to the Mavericks on 2 hits and 2 walks as well. 2 strikeouts so far for Burks. 1-1 count after the called strike. Two hits from the Mavericks coming from Nolan Rada and Jordan Dre. The walks, Sal Rodriguez and David Salguero. 1-2, another called strike. Peyton Burks finding that outside corner like he has consistently so far this game. Colton Wright on deck for the Mavericks in a 1-2 count for Carson Johnson. Johnson will swing at pitch number 4 and just poke it past third base in foul territory. Wanted to keep that one in play and keeps the count 1-2. One-two count. And pitch number 5 is way down low, almost in the dirt that time. Matt Deneau has to make the scoop. Misses the strike zone. Carson Johnson with the good eye. It's 2-2. Johnson finds that one and hits a fly ball into center field. Brooks Stotler makes the grab on the run for the first out here in inning number 3. 1 up, 1 down from Peyton Burks.
The catcher, number 25, Colton Wright.
So there's nobody on with 1 out, and Colton Wright will come up to bat for the second time this game. Colton Wright struck out looking in inning number 1. He'll be looking to get on for the first time today. 2-2 ball game here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And if I had to guess, I'd imagine that Wright has one idea in mind, hitting this one over the wall and breaking the tie, getting Mavericks the lead. Peyton Burks looking for that outside corner on 2 straight pitches, finds it in one of the 2, ball 2 on pitch number, on the second pitch of the at bat, and it's 1-1. 2-1 now as Burks misses outside again. 2 balls and a strike for Colton Wright, being patient, waiting for the pitch he wants, the one that'll swing on. Peyton Burks switching it up and going inside on pitch number 4, but misses again. 3-1 count now. 49 pitches thrown from Peyton Burks here in the 3rd inning. 24 balls and 25 strikes. 3-1 count, and Wright finally swings the bat and fouls off pitch number 5. Back behind the stands, behind the first base line. Fills the count, 3-2. Second full count of the game for Colton Wright. He was struck out looking in the 1st inning. Pitch number 6 comes in, full count. And he's going to lift this one high in the air towards right field, just drifting foul. And Joshua Jones cannot make the grab in foul territory, sliding after the ball. Bounces out of his glove, and Colton Wright has another life at the plate. Just about makes the grab, does Joshua Jones. Can't squeeze the glove all the way. And Colton Wright now gets another opportunity to hit one fair and get on. Mavericks still looking for their first base runner here in the bottom of the 3rd. And they're going to get it here as Colton Wright's going to be walked in 7 pitches. 1 runner on now for the Mavericks.
First baseman, number 31, Zach Gray.
Colton Wright's now 0 for 1 with a walk. He's on first with 1 out. And Zach Gray will step up to the plate for the 2nd time. Has a runner on first this time as he flew out to right field in the 1st inning. That was to end the first. First pitch sinker from Peyton Burks. Too much break on it. Ends up down low of the strike zone. It's 1-0. Sal Rodriguez on deck for the Mavericks. Rodriguez was walked his first at bat to lead off the second inning. Zach Gray now in a 2-0 count at the plate. Peyton Krebs has walked 3 batters now through 2 1/3. Salguero, Wright, and Rodriguez. Two and one, called strike. Peyton Burks finds his pitch that time. On pitch number 3 in the at-bat. Zach Gray has watched all 3 pitches go by. And he'll do the same on the 4th offering of the at-bat. And it's another called strike for Peyton Burks. This one just on the outside corner of the plate. Paints the line. And Peyton Burks will even up the count 2-2. Looking for out number 2 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And Gray is going to ground this one towards the second baseman, Adam De La Cruz. And they'll get the force out at second. Zach Gray makes it to first on the fielder's choice.
The designated hitter, number 20, Sal Rodriguez.
One on still for the Mavericks, 2 outs here in the 3rd inning, and Sal Rodriguez up to the plate for at bat number 2 of this game. Walked and scored in inning number 2 did Rodriguez. Slider from Peyton Burks here on pitch number 2 gets Rodriguez swinging, and he'll ground out to the third baseman, Phil Langlois. And that's 3 outs now here in the bottom of the 3rd inning after the ground out from Rodriguez. We are still tied 2-2 going into the top of the 4th inning between the Red Sox and the Mavericks. It's a quick game here at Athletic Park. 4th inning, and we've only been going for about 50 minutes now. Through 3, Regina has 2 runs on 3 hits, and the Mavericks have 2 runs on 2 hits only. Nolan Rada and Jordan Dre getting the only base knocks for the Mavericks. Wesley Moss, Adam De La Cruz, and Phil Langlois providing the offense for the Red Sox. Phil Langlois will lead us off here in the 3rd inning. His last at-bat was an RBI triple in inning number 1. It'll be the middle of the order, Phil Langlois, Eric Crossman, and Matt Deneau. Crossman and Deneau are both 0 for 1 this game. Langlois will be looking for his 2nd extra base hit of the game here in the 4th inning.
We'd like to take this time to thank the Medicine Lodge, the official hotel of the Mavericks. Lodge Italian Kitchen and the Medicine Lodge. Kids eat free Monday to Thursday, and now featuring dining, takeout, and delivery menus. Visit them online at manhattanlodge.com. And fans, take a look at your program in the RG's Ice and Water ads section. In your program, looking for the signature of number 10, Jonathan Smitty. If you have that signature in the RG's Ice and Water, you just want a $10 gift certificate courtesy of RG's Ice and Water.
Number 25, the third baseman, will lead us off here in the top of the 4th.
Starting off, it's the 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Regina Red Sox.
For the Red Sox, Phil Langlois, 1 for 1 this game with an RBI triple in inning number 1. After the triple, he was left on base after Eric Crossman and Matt Deneau both could not get on. 1-0 count from Alex Defoe. Still on the mound for the Mavericks here in inning number 4. As Langlois lines this one into right field, and he's 2 for 2 this game, a triple and a single. Leadoff base hit for the Red Sox here in the top of the 4th from Langlois.
Batting for the Regina Red Sox, the first baseman, number 18, Eric Crossman.
First baseman Eric Crossman stepping up with 1 on and nobody out. Crossman popped up into center field. In the first inning, Salguero made the grab. First pitch, a called strike on the outside corner from Defoe, 0-1 count. 0-2, the slider from Defoe finds that outside corner for a second straight pitch. Defoe keeping it away from the first baseman. Just inside of the strike zone. Again, he goes for the slider outside, and he's going to get Eric Crossman swinging for Defoe's second strikeout of the game. Crossman goes down swinging here in inning number 4. Third pitch was in the dirt from Defoe. Fooled Eric Crossman on the slider. 3 pitches, 3 strikeouts, 3 strikes. And he gets a strikeout for out number 1 of the 4th inning. Matt Deneau is 0 for 1 this game. Steps up to the plate with 1 out and 1 on. First pitch, he's going to foul it off of Colton Wright's leg behind the plate. Matt Deneau has struck out 17 times these playoffs in 9 appearances. Leads the Red Sox in that category. Defoe has 2 strikeouts so far this game, and it's an 0-1 count to Matt Deneau. He'll be looking for strikeout number 3. 1 on, 1 out for the Red Sox here in the top of the 4th inning. 2-2 is the score still, but between these two teams in Game 1 of the Western Major Baseball League playoffs, the finals. As Deneau swings right through the Defoe cutter for pitch number 2. 0-2 count. Defoe checks Langlois on first. He's back safely. No outs at first. Langlois still on the base pass. And Matt Deneau is going to go down looking. Alex Defoe does get strikeout number 3. And Matt Deneau has now gone down 18 times this postseason.
2 on now for the Red Sox. Brings to the plate the shortstop number 2, Danny Hunt.
Top of the 4th inning, 2 outs, and it's a shortstop, Danny Hunt. Danny Hunt grounded, lined out to Nolan Radai, the second baseman, in inning number 2, and here in the 4th, he's going to ground out to Nolan Radai. 4-3 ends the top of the 4th. 1 hit for the Red Sox here in the top of the 4th. Phil Langlois with a single. Nobody else in the Red Sox lineup could get on. And we're going into the bottom of the 4th now. Regina hasn't scored in 3 innings. It's still 2-2. Peyton Burks comes onto the mound here in the bottom of the 4th. Still in a tie game with the Mavericks. Only giving up 1 run in each of the first and second innings. Burks has given up 2 runs in 3 innings on 2 hits and 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. 3 walks to Rodriguez, Wright, and Salguero. Hits to Radai and Dre. Struck out Colton Wright and Louis Canjura as well. 4 hits so far for Regina. 2 hits for Phil Langlois, 1 for Adam De La Cruz, and 1 for Wesley Moss. No walks issued from Alex Defoe, but 3 strikeouts Eric Crossman, Matt Deneau, and Brooks Stotler.
Patio people, do it right now. That's pretty weak, Patio.
Here in the bottom of the fourth, it'll be the 6, 7, 8 hitters from the Mavericks. Nolan Radai, who's 1 for 1. Louis Canjur, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Jordan Dre, who's 1 for 1 with an RBI double in this game.
Leading off, it's the 6, 7, 8 hitters who up for the Mavericks. Starting it off, the second baseman, number 1, Nolan Radai.
Bottom of inning number 4, and Nolan Radai is going to lead us off. The number 6 batter for the Cincinnati Mavericks. He's 1 for 1 so far, singled in inning number 2. First pitch is in from Peyton Burks. Low and outside, it's 1-0. Another pitch down low out of the strike zone. Again, Peyton Burks struggling with that elevation, getting the ball up into the strike zone. He's been throwing fastballs down low all evening so far. Burks with a called strike on pitch number 3. Fastball in the upper half, 2-1 count. 2-2, called strike on pitch number 4. Evens up the count from Peyton Burks. Radai has watched all 4 pitches go by so far, being patient, but watching 2 strikes go by. Not the pitches he wanted. 2-2 count, and here's the 5th pitch in the at-bat. Radai swings on that one, a little bit more aggressive now. Fouls it off just behind home plate. Keeps the count even, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Nolan Radai, leading off the bottom of the 4th for the Mavericks. Slider from Burks is going to get Radai to pop up to the third baseman, Phil Langlois. Langlois gets the out, 5 unassisted. And there's 1 out now here in the 4th inning. 1 up, 1 down for the Mavericks. 1 gone and nobody on. It's Louis Canjura stepping up to the plate for the 2nd time. Louis struck out looking in the 2nd inning. He'll be looking to get on for the first time this evening. First pitch swinging. He hits a pop-up into center field. Brooks Stotler is there. Doesn't have to move too far for the 2nd out of the inning. And it's 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th.
The right fielder, number 9, Jordan Dre.
And there's now nobody on for Jordan Dre, stepping up to the plate for the 2nd time. He's 1 for 1, an RBI double in inning number 2. Came up to the plate in the 2nd inning with 2 runners on in scoring position. Sal Rodriguez was on 3rd and Nolan Radai was on 2nd. Scored Rodriguez from 3rd to make this game 2-2. Rodriguez tied things up from the RBI double from Jordan Dre. Are you looking for keys? Take it over there? Okay. Jordan Dre is going to ground this one towards the pitcher. He can't make the grab. Jordan Dre legs it out to first. And he's on here in the 4th inning. Gets a base runner on base for the Mavericks on the infield single. Dre's gone a bit lucky here this evening, hitting a high pop-up in the deep center field in inning number 2, where Brooks Stotler dropped the ball and couldn't make the grab. And it's the same here in inning number 4. Peyton Burks not able to make the grab on the line drive. Back to the pitcher. 1 on and 2 outs here in the 4th inning. And Jackson Hoagie, the number 9 batter in the Mavericks lineup, will bat now for the second time tonight. Lined out to Adam De La Cruz in inning number 2. So he's 0 for 1 in this game so far. One count for Hoagie after 2 pitches. It's an even count so far. 1-2, foul ball from the left fielder, Jackson Hoagie. Hoagie has 7 hits so far these playoffs with 7 runs. He's hitting .269. He also has 1 home run and 9 RBI. 2 doubles for Hoagie so far these playoffs. He's been hitting in very clutch times, always with runners on base. And when he does, he usually comes around at batting number 9th with the top of the order coming up after him. And on pitch number 4, Hoagie is going to be hit in the leg from Peyton Burks. So he takes first after being hit by a pitch. Not the first time he's been hit by a pitch this postseason. That's actually number 3 in these playoffs where Hoagie's been hit by a pitch. That's at least 1 per round. Meeting at the mound for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the 4th. After Peyton Burks was able to get the first 2 outs, but then has got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th, and then let Jordan Dre and Jackson Hoagie both get on base. So 2 on and 2 out for the Mavericks here in the bottom of the 4th, with David Salguero, the top of the order batter, stepping up to the plate. Salguero is 0 for 1 so far today with a walk. He walked and scored in inning number 1, but grounded out to the second baseman, Adam De La Cruz, in inning number 2. 1 runner in scoring position for the Mavericks. Jordan Dre on second, only 180 feet away. 0-1 count for Salguero. That called strike on the first pitch of the at-bat. Slider from Burks is outside. Not enough break on the second pitch in the at-bat. Evens up to count 1-1. One count to Salguero, who's 0 for 1 this game. 2 on for the Mavericks. Jordan Dre on second. Jackson Hoagie on first. Time's called from Salguero in the batter's box. Takes a second to regroup himself. And looks like he's ready to get back rolling against Peyton Burks with 2 outs and 2 on in the bottom of the 4th. Burks looking for out number 3. And it's the second ball, the at-bat on pitch number 3. Burks down low and inside. Salguero took a long look at that before watching it go by. Carson Johnson on deck for the Mavericks, who is 0 for 1 this game with an RBI. Sacrifice fly RBI in the first inning. Scored Salguero.
Heads up.
And on the 4th pitch in the at-bat, likely outside again from Peyton Burks. 2-2 count on the foul ball from Salguero. 2 balls and 2 strikes after the foul ball. Salguero swinging on pitch number 4, one that was likely outside again. Two on, 2 outs, 2-2 count. And it's number 2 at the plate. and he's going to line one into center field. They're bringing around Dre from third, and he's going to score. It's an RBI single for David Salguero. It's the third run of the game for the Mavericks, and they take the lead 3-2 here. Two out RBI single for Salguero. Mavericks take the lead after the line drive into center field. Salguero now 1 for 2 with an RBI. Mavericks take the lead, come from behind. Regina got the first 2 runs of the game in the first inning, and Mavericks score 3 and 4 to take the 3-2 lead. And after allowing the third run to come around here in the bottom of the fourth, gonna get a pitching change from the Red Sox. Number 22, Tyler Bernhardt, is gonna come onto the mound here in inning number 4. Peyton Burks gets through 3 and 2/3 innings, giving up 3 runs to the Mavericks on 4 hits and 3 walks. 2 strikeouts for Peyton Burks as well. 4 hits and 3 walks from Burks. 3 runs have come around. Mavericks have the 3-2 lead.
Brought to you by Mr. Lube. Now on the mound for the Regina Red Sox, right-handed reliever from Watonga, Oklahoma, number 22, Tyler Bernhardt.
Tyler Bernhardt on the mound now for the Red Sox. He's been perfect in these playoffs so far. In 5 appearances, Bernhardt has pitched 5 innings for the Red Sox. In those 5 innings, Bernhardt has only given up 2 hits and no runs have come around. 2 walks from Bernhardt and 6 strikeouts in 5 innings. No record in wins or losses and no ERA from Tyler Bernhardt. Comes on with 2 on and 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Jackson Hoagie now up to second, and Salguero on first after his RBI single. Both teams now with 4 hits in the game. Mavericks with 3 runs, Regina with 2.
The shortstop, number 5, Carson Johnson.
The shortstop, Carson Johnson, steps up to the batter's box for the 3rd time this game. 2 outs, 2 on. 1 runner in scoring position, Jackson Hoagie on second. Johnson's 0 for 1 this game, a sacrifice fly with an RBI in inning number 1. And he flew out to the center fielder, Brooks Stotler, in the 3rd inning. Called strike on the first pitch from Tyler Bernhardt. And it's 0-1 count to Carson Johnson. And Johnson's going to line this one into right center. Brooks Stotler makes the grab. The running catch from Brooks from the center fielder for the Red Sox. That one just about fell, finding grass in right center field. Brooks Stotler makes the grab on the run. Carson Johnson almost brought around another run for the Mavericks, but it wasn't meant to be. Only 1 comes around in the 4th inning for the Mavericks. They take the 3-2 lead going into the top of the 5th.
Thank you, Marlene. The boys really enjoyed that. The top of the 5th inning brought to you by Angela Claudia of Royal LePage Community Realty, providing exceptional service and dedicated client support to all your real estate needs for over 18 years. Call or text her today, 403-952-5178. Angela Claudia of Royal LePage Community Realty.
Alex Defoe coming out to the mound for the Mavericks in the top of the 5th. Through 4, Defoe's given up 2 runs to the Red Sox on 4 hits and 3 strikeouts. Striking out Brooks Stotler, Matt Deneau, and Eric Crossman. Here in the top of the fifth, it'll be the 8-9-1 hitters for the Red Sox. Brooks Stotler, who's 0 for 1 with that strikeout. Griffin Keller, who's 0 for 1. And Wesley Moss, who's 1 for 2 so far this game.
Starting it off, the center fielder, number 12, Brooks Stotler.
Stotler, the number 8 hitter, and the center fielder steps back up to the batter's box for the second plate appearance this evening. 0 for 1 so far, trying to break the foe for the first time. First pitch swinging is Stotler, and it's deep to right field, and that one is going to be gone over the fence. Solo home run for Brooks Stotler. Ties this game up 3-3 in the top of the fifth. No doubter from Stotler on pitch number 1 in the fifth inning. Jordan Dre didn't move at all, just looked up and watched that one sail over his head. 3-3 tie ball game in the top of the fifth now after solo home run from the center fielder Brooks Stotler. First home run of these finals as Griffin Keller, the designated hitter, steps up to the plate now. 0 for 1 this game. Grounded out to the shortstop Carson Johnson in the second inning. Stotler hits a team tying 4th home run of the playoffs for the Red Sox. Ties Matt Deneau in that category for home run number 4 for the team lead. 1-1 count. Second pitch from Defoe is in the dirt for Griffin Keller. And it counts now 2-1
Fans, don't forget to pick up your 50-50 ticket number
from Alex Defoe to the designated hitter, the number 9 batter in the lineup for the Red Sox. Two and two now, called strike on pitch number 4, the at bat. Even things up. And pitch number 5 fills things up. 3-2 count. As Keller is going to pop this one up high in the air behind home plate. Colton Wright is after it, and he'll make the grab right at the backstop. Colton Wright was not stopping for the wall at all that time. Pop fly behind home plate. Colton Wright gets the out. Out number 1 on the full count to Griffin Keller. Keller, the designated hitter, is now 0 for 2 so far. Now batting for the Red Sox with 1 out and the base is cleared. It's the top of the order, Wesley Moss. Moss is 1 for 2, singled and scored in the first inning. First pitch outside, 1-0 count. And Defoe loses control of the second pitch. Way inside and down low. Backs Moss off the plate. He has to jump away from pitch number 2. 2-0 count now from Defoe. And called strike on the inside corner makes it 2-1. Now, Wesley Moss gets in a great count. Alex Defoe has not issued a walk yet this evening. Wesley Moss trying to change that here in the top of the fifth. Another called strike here in this at bat. Fills the count 3-2. Alex Defoe in another full count. Griffin Keller just popped up behind home plate with a full count, and now Wesley Moss is going to line this one into right center field, and that one's over the wall as well. 365 feet away, another solo shot from the Red Sox here in the fifth inning. Red Sox take the lead. Another line drive. Solo home run. Red Sox with a 4-3 lead now here in the 5th inning. 2 solo home runs from Brooks Stotler and Wesley Moss.
Number 21, Adam Dela Cruz.
Wesley Moss now 2 for 3 with a single and a home run. Wesley Moss with home run number 1 of these playoffs and RBI number 2. It's Adam Dela Cruz now up to the plate. Bases are cleared, 1 out. Alex Defoe gets behind early in this count, 2-0. Gets control of the slider on pitch number 3. Cold strike right down the middle. Gets back into the count now. It's 2-1. And a fastball from Alex Defoe just barely misses the inside half of the strike zone. 3-1 count now. Foul ball on pitch number 5. Full count for the 3rd straight batter. Adam Dela Cruz at the plate. He's 1 for 2 so far. RBI double in the 1st inning and scored. And he's going to foul off a 2nd straight pitch in this at bat. Keeps the count 3-2. Dela Cruz also flew out to the right fielder, Jordan Dre, in the 3rd inning. And he's going to ground this one towards Louis Canjeri. Makes the grab and the spinning throw. Zach Gray hops off the bag a little bit to his left. Keeps his foot on the base. 5-3. Gets the 2nd out of the 5th inning. 2 outs now with nobody on. 2 runs have already come around to score for the Red Sox. They have taken a 4-3 lead here in the 5th inning. Joshua Jones now batting for the Sox. He's 0 for 2 so far. Strike 1 of the at-bat. 1 ball and 1 strike for Joshua Jones with 2 outs and nobody on. And he takes one of the hardest swings we've seen here at Athletic Park all season on the 3rd offering from Alex Defoe. Falls in the batter's box and fouls it off. He wanted the Red Sox 3rd home run of the inning. Wasn't meant to be. It's 1-2. Defoe with 3 strikeouts so far through 4 2/3. Trying to get out of the inning, only allowing 2 runs. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And Joshua Jones is going to line it back to Defoe, who makes a barehanded grab. Defoe with the barehanded grab to end the top of the 5th inning. That's it. Gets a good roar from the crowd. The fans are on their feet after that one. I think the 2 solo home runs are forgiven for Defoe after he made that play. No problems for him there. He made the grab and held on for a second, showing everybody what he had done. Played it cool. And that ended the top of the 5th. Going into the bottom of the 5th inning now, Red Sox have taken the lead 4-3 after 2 solo home runs from Brooks Stotler and Wesley Moss. Tyler Bernhardt still on the mound for the Red Sox after 1/3 of an inning in the top of the 4th. In the bottom of the 4th, where he got the 1 out, allowing no runs, no hits, no walks from Tyler Bernhardt. He only threw 2 pitches, both of them strikes. Here in the bottom of the 5th, it'll be the 3, 4, 5 hitters, Colton Wright, Zach Gray, and Sal Rodriguez. Colton Wright is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Struck out looking in the 1st inning and walked in inning number 3. Zach Gray is 0 for 2, and Rodriguez is 0 for 1 with a walk as well as Colton Wright. Mavericks come into the bottom of the fifth, down 1. They have some work to do against Tyler Bernhardt and the rest of the Red Sox.
Hey fans, get those hands going! It's the 3, 4, 5 headers is up for the Mavericks, starting it off. That catcher number 25, Colton Wright.
Colton Wright will come up to the batter's box for the third time in this game to lead off the bottom of the fifth inning. Zach Gray is on deck for the Mavericks. Colton Wright's 0 for 1 so far, a strikeout and a walk. Bottom of the fifth inning, Tyler Bernhardt's on the mound for the Red Sox. First pitch is in, it's upstairs, 1-0. Wright has 3 home runs these playoffs and 12 RBI. Mavericks are currently down 1. Wasted no time getting back into the game earlier. After Regina scored 2 in the first inning, they got 1 back in the bottom of the first and another one in the bottom of the second, tying it up. Got the third run in the bottom of the fourth inning. And Regina scored 2 more in the last half inning, the top of the fifth. Foul ball on the third offering from Bernhardt. Colton Wright gets behind 1-2 after the 1-0 count. One-two. Bernhardt looking for out number 1 of the first inning. Wright looking to get on as the leadoff batter. And he's going to pop this one up high in the air to right field. Joshua Jones gets under it and makes the grab. Popped up too high from Colton Wright, and he's now 0 for 2 with a walk. 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Number 31, Zach Gray, now batting, and on the first pitch, he's going to crush this one deep, far to right field. Jones is at the wall. He leaps for it. It's over the wall. No play from Joshua Jones on that one. We have another tie ball game at Athletic Park. Neither team can have a long lead in this one. Another solo home run in this one. Gray is 1 for 3 with an RBI now. Gotta love a tight ball game here in Game 1 of the Western Major Baseball League Finals between the Red Sox and the Mavericks. First pitch, and Gray crushed it over the right field wall. 370 feet away, that one. Four now after the solo home run. Sal Rodriguez now batting for the Mavericks. The DH is 0 for 1 with a walk. Third pitch is in the dirt from Tyler Bernhardt. Sal Rodriguez swings anyway and gets down 1-2. Zach Gray, his home run number 3 of the postseason, tying Colton Wright for the team lead. And what a great time to hit home run number 3. Rodriguez is going to pop up into foul territory, and Eric Crossman, the first baseman, is going to run over towards the Red Sox dugout and make the grab for out number 2. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the fifth inning.
Number 1, Nolan Ratai.
1 run has come around here in the bottom of the fifth inning after the solo shot from Zach Gray. 2 outs and nobody on. Nolan Ratai comes up to bat for the third time this game. Called strike on pitch number 1. Ratai is 1 for 2 this game. Ratai is 1 for 2. He singled in inning number 2. and flew out to Phil Langlois, the third baseman, in the fourth inning. Foul ball, and Radai gets down 0-2. It's an 0-2 count with 2 outs. Here in the fifth inning, tie ball game, 4-4 is the score. No team can have a long lead in this one. Second straight foul ball from Radai. This one way over the concourse behind the first base line. Likely into the parking lot that time from the Mavericks second baseman. Bernhard looking to get out of the inning, allowing only 1 run. As Nolan Radai bravely watches pitch number 4 go by upstairs. Misses the strike zone for ball 1. And it's a 1-2 count. Slider from Bernhard gets Radai swinging, and he'll ground this one straight towards Adam Dela Cruz at second. He'll make the throw to Crossman at first. 4-3 ends the bottom of the fifth inning. And we're going to the top half of the sixth inning with a 4-4 score here at Athletic Park between the Mavericks and the Red Sox. There in the fifth inning, 2 solo home runs from the Red Sox, Wesley Moss and Brooks Stotler, and a solo home run from Zach Gray of the Mavericks. Makes the score 4-4 going into the top of the sixth. Number 25. Good to hear. Alex Defoe making his way onto the mound here in the sixth inning. Through 5, Defoe's given up 4 runs to the Red Sox on 6 hits and no walks. Only 6 hits from the Red Sox so far. 2 from Moss, 2 from Langlois, 1 from Dela Cruz, and 1 from Stotler. 2 of them solo shots over the wall. No walks from Defoe, and 3 strikeouts. Here in the sixth inning, it'll be the middle of the order. Phil Langlois, Eric Crossman, and Matt Deneau, batters 4, 5, and 6. Langlois is 2 for 2, a triple and a single, an RBI on a triple in the first inning. Crossman and Matt Deneau are both 0 for 2 with a strikeout. First pitch swinging on the sinker from Defoe. Can't keep up with the pitch down low, 0-1. 0-1 count. And a slider from Defoe way inside just kept drifting closer and closer to Phil Langlois. Barely missed him for the 1-1 count. And a fastball on pitch number 3 from Defoe, using his full arsenal here to Phil Langlois after Langlois got 2 base hits already this game. Finds the outside corner, it's 1-2. And a nasty slider on pitch number 4, just barely outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Even count to the leadoff batter for the Red Sox in the top of the 6th. Foul ball from Langlois. Keeps the count 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Langlois, the leadoff batter here in the top of the 6th. Eric Crossman on deck. And it's a full count after ball number 3. They're going to say that Phil Langlois held his swing, didn't go around, and it's a full count. Langlois will be walked in 7 pitches. He is now 2 for 2 with a walk. He's reached base in all 3 at-bats.
The first baseman, number 18, Eric Crossman. Top of the 6th inning, brought to you by Southland Charters, the official charter of the Mavericks. Southland Transportation, dedicated to getting groups of all sizes safely home. Book classes
Eric Crossman, the first baseman, steps up to the plate now with one on and nobody out. First pitch is outside from Defoe, and Crossman watches it go by. 1-0 count. 1-1 now. Defoe with the breaking pitch. Finds the middle of the plate. 1-1. And it's a swinging strike on the third offering from Defoe. Eric Crossman can't keep up the fastball and gets down 1-2. Crossman struck out swinging his last at bat in inning number 4. Defoe looking to sit him down for the second time this game. Sends in a fastball down low for the fourth pitch. It's 2-2.
Quite curving enough.
3-2 full count for Eric Crossman, and he's gonna strike him out looking. Eric Crossman thought that one missed for sure. He was heading for first, thinking he was walked. Nope, there's one out. And the top of the sixth after the strikeout from Alex Defoe. 4 strikeouts now on the evening for Defoe.
The catcher number 17, Matt Deneau. He strikes out his at bat. All raw beer for the next 10 minutes. Butcher Lions beer battery. Straight.
1 on and 1 out here in the 6th inning. Phil Langlois on first after the walk. Eric Crossman struck out looking, and it's now Matt Deneau at the plate. Matt Deneau in a 2-0 count. Watches the first 2 pitches go by. Has no reason to swing at either.
Oh, sorry.
And Deneau on pitch number 3 is going to get a base hit. This one straight between the shortstop and the third baseman. Neither Carson Johnson nor Louis Canjura can make the play. And it's a 1-out single. There's now 2 on for the Red Sox here in the 6th inning.
Shortstop number 2, Danny Hunt.
One out, 2 on for the Red Sox here in the top of the 6th. Tie ball game 4-4, and it's the shortstop Danny Hunt setting up to the plate. Came into this game hitting .305. Solid effort in the batter's box so far this postseason from the shortstop. Oh, 1 count for Danny Hunt. And it's now 1-1. Second pitch slider from Defoe. Not enough break. It's inside. And we have action in the Mavericks bullpen on the foul ball from Danny Hunt. 1-2 count now. Defoe looking for out number 2 in the 6th inning and his 5th strikeout of the evening. The pitcher in the bullpen for the Mavericks is wearing a Mavericks hoodie, so we can't exactly tell who it is at the moment. But we have action going in the top of the 6th for the Mavericks. Another foul ball from Danny Hunt keeps the count 1-2. Phil Langlois on second for the Red Sox. Matt Deneau on first after his first base hit of the game, a single into the left outfield. A ground ball past the shortstop and third baseman. As Danny Hunt's going to hit this one straight towards Radai. He steps on the bag at second and makes the throw to first. A 4-3 double play with the tag on second. Ends the top of the 6th inning. We're going to the bottom of the 6th with the score still 4-4. Regina brings around no runs after they got 2 on there in the top of the 6th. Double play from Nolan Radai after the ground ball from Danny Hunt was just over top of second base. He stepped on second, made the tag, threw it over to Zach Gray at first, got the throw, And we're going into the bottom of the sixth, where Louis Canjura, Jordan Dre, and Jackson Hoagie, the bottom of the order, will come up to bat for the Mavericks. Canjura is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Jordan Dre is 2 for 2 this game with an RBI, and Jackson Hoagie's 0 for 1 and was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. Tyler Bernhardt on the mound for the Red Sox, with action going into Red Sox bullpen as well. We can see number 14, Brian Raymond, pitching in the bullpen for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Tyler Bernhardt is now through 1 1/3 innings, giving up 1 run to the Mavericks on 1 hit. No walks or strikeouts from Bernhardt yet. 16 pitches from Bernhardt. He's been very much in control. Only 3 balls and 13 strikes.
Lord Jesus Christ speaking. Around here. It's the 7-8-9 hitters who go for the Mavericks in the bottom of the sixth inning. Starting it off, the third baseman, number 4, Louis Canjura.
Canjura is going to start us off here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Jordan Dre on deck. Louis Canjura 0 for 2 so far, still looking for base hit number 1 of the evening. Swinging strike on pitch number 1 from Tyler Bernhardt. Canjura has already struck out once this game and flown out to center field. Brooks Stotler making the grab in the 4th inning. Second pitch of the at-bat evens up to count 1-1. And this one's going to be popped up in the left field, foul territory. Wesley Moss just barely missed the play in foul territory. Overran the ball, and it's 1-2. Just barely overran the play in foul territory, just behind the Mavericks bullpen in left field. And Canjura gets an opportunity. That's a couple times now that the Mavericks have come out alive after pop flies in foul territory, with the Red Sox not making the play. 2-2 count now. Tyler Bernhardt throws a fastball outside. Evens things up for Canjura. And it's a full count slider. Not enough break on pitch number 5. 3-2. Canjura leading us off here at the bottom of the 6th. Jordan Dre and Jackson Hoagie to follow. It's a full count to the leadoff batter. Foul ball number 2 of the at-bat. Over near the patios behind the bullpen. Canjura stays alive again. 3-2. And he's going to bloop this one into right center field. Brooks Stotler can't catch up to it. That one falls, and Canjura has a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Things are going for the Mavericks. A little pop-up into right center field. Brooks Stotler nor Adam De La Cruz can catch up with it to make the play. Canjura gets on for the first time. That's hit number 6 for Medicine Hat. Regina leads the Mavericks in that category. They have 7 hits so far this evening. Here's a man who has a third of those hits for the Mavericks. Jordan Dre, he's 2 for 2 so far this game with a double and a single. RBI double in inning number 2. Singled and scored in the 4th. Fouls off the first pitch from Tyler Bernhardt here in the 6th inning. And Dre's down 0-1. Oh, 1 count for Jordan Dre. Louis Canjura on first. 1 on, no outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Jackson Hoagie, who's over 1 and was hit by a pitch, is on deck for the Mavericks, and it's the top of the order again, as Hoagie's the number 9 batter in the Mavericks lineup. Oh, and 2, called strike. Tyler Bernhardt with a sinker that finds the bottom half of the strike zone. Finds the outside corner, and Dre watches it go by. Not the pitch he wants to swing on. Needs to advance Louis to at least second here in a tie ball game, 4-4 in the 6th inning. Ball 1 of the at-bat, 1-2 count now. One-two count. Here's the pitch. Louis Canjura was off and running, a hit-and-run opportunity from the Mavericks, and Jordan Dre barely hits that one in foul territory past the third base. Another foul ball from Jordan Dre in this at-bat. Keeps the count 1-2. That one barely missed fair play down the third base line. Second straight foul ball. This one into the Mavericks dugout. Everybody scatters. Looks like Julian Lee made the play in the dugout. Still a 1-2 count after 2 straight foul balls. Dre staying alive. Very aggressive at the plate right now. And time is called. Dre gets to regroup. One-two count. Here's the pitch from Bernhardt. And make that 3 straight foul balls from Jordan Dre. This one he just nicks a piece of behind home plate into the netting. Keeps the count 1-2. 6 pitches in the at-bat. 4 of them foul balls. One on, no outs. 1-2 count. And pitch number 7 in the at-bat from Bernhardt. Misses outside. Jordan Dre with a very good at-bat now. 2-2. Including 3 foul balls. Off-speed pitch from Bernhardt. Over top of the top half of the plate. Jordan Dre jumped on that one, got a good piece of it, but just dragged it foul again. Now 5 foul balls in the at-bat. 8 pitches have come in. We're now waiting for pitch number 9 of the at-bat from Tyler Bernhardt. Longest at-bat of the game from either side. Louis Canjura takes off for second. The throw is not in time, and it's a little bit wide as well. Louis Canjura steals second and is now in scoring position. It was a ball at the plate, so it's a full count after 9 pitches. It'll be a 10-pitch at-bat at least. Louis Canjura takes second on the stolen base. No outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Mavericks have that go-ahead run in scoring position now. Pitch number 10 comes in from Bernhardt, and Dre is going to go down looking. One of the first pitches he hasn't swung on in quite a while. Gets him looking on that outside corner, called strike. Bernhardt now with 1 strikeout in the evening in relief.
The left fielder, number
Kandura advanced to second. So the leading run is in scoring position for the Mavericks with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And it's the number 9 batter for the Mavericks, Jackson Hoagie. Pitches in the dirt. Hops in front of the plate. Matt Deneau blocks it, stops it from going to the backstop, keeps Louis Kandura on his base. The runner can't advance for the Mavericks. Hoagie is 0 for 1 tonight and was hit by a pitch in the 4th inning, so he's been on once. And he's going to line this one straight up the middle, past the shortstop, and Louis is going to be stopped at third. Runner is now on the corners after the single from Hoagie. He's 1 for 2. That's his first hit of the night. Line drive into center field past the shortstop, Danny Hunt of the Red Sox. 1 out and 2 on now for the Mavericks. Runners on the corners, Louis Kandura on third, Jackson Hoagie on first. Hoagie continues to provide for the Mavericks offensively in the 9th spot. It's amazing what you can do with a number 9 batter who constantly gets on base for you in the postseason, with David Salguero and Carson Johnson following him into 1-2 spots for the Mavericks. Salguero is 1 for 2 this game, and he's going to come up with 2 on. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Salguero had an RBI single in inning number 4. Can he get his second RBI of the game here in the 6th to take the lead?
Top of the order for the Minnesota Mavericks, the center fielder number 2, David Salguero.
Salguero, top of the order. He's 1 for 2 so far. Walked and scored in inning number 1. RBI single on the 4th. Steps up to the plate now with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th and 2 on. And he's going to bunt on the first pitch. He pops it up. And that one finds some grass. So he's on first on the fielder's choice. They get the out at second. Not the best bunt from David Salguero. Force out at second. And there's now 2 outs with runners on the corners for the Mavericks.
The shortstop number 5, Carson Johnson.
Runners on the corner still now with 2 outs though. Salguero on first, Louis Kandura on third. After the fielder's choice, Jackson Hoagie was out at second. Good play for Matt Deneau to think quickly and throw it over to second base to get the out. Carson Johnson now batting for the Mavericks. Johnson is 0 for 2 so far. And Salguero is going to take second with no throw.
Well, it is, and there's no throw, right?
And Johnson's going to ground one up the middle. Salguero's coming around. This one's going to score 2. And he's out at second.
So a
2
single?
runs come to score on the RBI single from Carson Johnson. He was out at second.
RBI single for Johnson.
2 runs come to score after the defensive indifference with Salguero taking second.
After 6 complete.
Carson Johnson grounds one up the middle for a single that brought around 2. Johnson now with 3 RBI in the game.
As it's the team home run challenge brought to you by Corey Maxson and Shauna Madison.
And the score is now 6-4 for the Mavericks after the bottom of the 6th inning.
Boys, you have 3 shots.
All right, so I have 2 runs coming in, the RBI single. 6-4, Mavericks take the lead going into the top of the 7th inning. Alex Defoe still on the mound for the Mavericks through 6. Carson Johnson now with 3 RBI in the game for the Mavericks, providing at least, half the offense. Salguero, Zach Gray, and Jordan Dre with the other runs batted in.
Hey folks, it's that last call for ice cream. Last call for ice cream. Top of the 7th inning. And Regina is going to send their 8-9-1 hitters, starting off the center fielder number 12, Brooks Stotler.
Top of the 7th, 8-9-1 hitters for the Red Sox to lead us off. No, oh, what? 1-1 count at the plate. And the third pitch from Defoe in the dirt bounces in front of the plate. Makes the count 2-1 to the leadoff batter for the Red Sox in the top of the 7th inning, Brooks Stotler. Brooks Stotler's last at bat hit a solo home run over top of right field. It was a line drive, a no doubter. The first pitch of the at bat as well. Foul ball now fills the count 3-2 for Stotler.
He's got
2-2 count here at the plate with Brooks Stotler leading off the top of the 7th. 6-4 for the Mavericks. And Stotler is going to get a hold of another one over top of right field. That one's gone as well. A 2-home run game for Brooks Stotler. Cuts the Mavericks lead to 1, 6-5. Another home run for the Red Sox center fielder. Another line drive, no doubter whatsoever. He has cranked 2 this game over top of the right field wall. 6-5 for the Mavericks here in the top of the 7th. This one has been close all night long. Regina with 2 runs in the first inning and 2 in the 5th and 1 in the 7th now. Medicine Hat with 1 in the 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 5th innings with 2 in the 6th inning. Lots of score in this game. Not many in each inning, but runs come from coming from both sides in just about every inning so far this game. One more talk between Swanek and Defoe on the mound, and you're going to leave him in there for now. Ryan Chanskowski in the bullpen for the Mavericks. Nobody out and nobody on for the Red Sox, and Griffin Keller is at the plate, and he's going to line out to Jordan Dre in right field. Makes the reach and grab in front of him. Almost didn't catch up with the line drive from Griffin Keller. Barely got the glove around it for the first out of the 7th inning. And after the first out from Griffin Keller, we're at the top of the order. And Alex Defoe is going to be pulled here in the 7th inning. change in the top of the 7th for the Mavericks. Now pitching for the Mavs, it's number 12, Ryan Chanskowski. Chanskowski will take the mound here in the top of the 7th with 1 out and nobody on for the Red Sox. Chanskowski is making his 4th appearance in this postseason for the Mavericks. In 3 appearances, Chanskowski has pitched 11 innings, giving up 6 hits and no runs. 3 walks from Chanskowski in those 11 innings and 11 strikeouts. No ERA from Chanskowski so far in 11 innings pitched. He's been perfect in this postseason, and he has to be here in the top of the 7th to keep it a 1-run game with Medicine Hat in the lead. Top of the order for the Red Sox, Wesley Moss and Adam Dela Cruz. Both of them have had good nights at the plate. Wesley Moss 2 for 3 with a single in the first inning and later scored, and a home run in the 5th inning. A solo shot in the 5th that was just after Brooks Stotler's. Brooks Stotler hit another solo shot in the 7th, so we'll see if Wesley Moss can reiterate that again. And Adam Dela Cruz, he's 1 for 3. Had an RBI in the first inning with a double. First pitch from Chanskowski, down low, 1-0. Alex Defoe gets through 6 innings and the 3rd, giving up 5 runs to the Red Sox on 8 hits and 1 walk. 4 strikeouts for Defoe in 6 and a 3rd. And he's in line for the win with the Mavericks currently leading 6-5. 1-2 count now after the foul ball from Wesley Moss. The score stays the same. Alex Defoe will pick up win number 3 in these playoffs. He's currently 2-0. 1-2 count for Wesley Moss. Chanskowski is going to get him to fly out to left field. Jackson Hoagie makes the grab. Jackson Hoagie with what might be his first grab of the entire evening. And there's now 2 outs here in the top of the 7th, with the Mavericks still leading by 1. Adam Dela Cruz, the second baseman for the Red Sox, will come up to bat for the 4th time. 1 for 3 with an RBI. Doubled and scored in the first inning. Flown out to the right fielder in the 3rd inning and grounded out to Louis Canjura at 3rd in inning number 5. Foul ball and a called strike. Makes the count 0-2. 2 outs and an 0-2 count. And Chanskowski with a hard fastball way outside. No reason for Dela Cruz to even look at that one. It's a 1-2 count. 2-2. 4th pitch is in the dirt. Colton Wright blocks it down. Still gets behind him. Good thing nobody is on the base pass. 2-2 after 2 straight balls. And Dela Cruz is going to ground this one to Johnson. He makes the grab on the run and the throw to first. It's a play we've seen many times from Johnson this year, but it's still amazing to watch. 6-3 ends the top of the 7th. And we're going into the bottom of the 7th inning. Chanskowski gets the 2 outs we need. And the Mavericks still lead the Red Sox 6-5 going into the bottom of the 7th inning. Carson Johnson with a wonderful play on the run makes the grab and the throw across his body to first. Adam Dela Cruz is now 1 for 4 in the game. Pitching change has been made for the Red Sox. It's number 14, Brian Raymond. Going to come to pitch here in the bottom of the 7th. He'll face off against the heart of the order for the Mavericks. The 3-4-5 hitters, Colton Wright, Zach Gray, and Sal Rodriguez. Wright so for 2 with a walk. Rodriguez is 1 for 3 with a solo home run his last at bat. And Rodriguez, like Colton Wright, is 0 for 2 with a walk as well. Here in the 7th inning, Brian Raymond comes onto the mound for the Red Sox. Raymond is making his second appearance this postseason. In one appearance, Raymond pitched 4 innings, giving up 4 hits and 1 earned run. 3 strikeouts from Brian Raymond in those 4 innings, and a 2.25 ERA, giving up 3 in 4 innings. Bernhardt is pulled after 2 1/3, giving up 3 runs on 4 hits to the Mavericks and 1 strikeout.
Bounce, make some noise, put your hands together, let's hear it! Coming off for the Mavericks, the catcher, number 25, Colton.
Brian Raymond takes over for Tyler Bernhardt here in the 7th inning for the Red Sox. And Raymond will have to get through Colton Wright, Zach Gray, and Sal Rodriguez. Colton Wright 0 for 2 so far, looking for his first base hit of the game. Walked earlier, so he's been on. Now he's just looking to get on for the first time with his bat. The left-handed pitcher with the first pitch called strike. 0-1 count. Second pitch, Wright fouls off, gets down 0-2 early on as the leadoff batter here in the bottom of 7th for the Mavericks. Zach Gray's on deck. We know what he did in his last at bat. A solo shot over the right field wall, just over the wall. Joshua Jones tried to make the grab. Would have been remarkable to see. Squeaked over the wall for the Mavericks, and they currently have the 6-5 lead. 0-2 count. And it's now 1-2. Brian Raymond barely misses on pitch number 3. Just outside and high on the outside corner. 1-2. Leadoff batter. And it's 2-2. Even count. Raymond misses outside again. How much was 50-50? 2-2, even count for Colton Wright. Still looking for his first base hit of the game. And the 5th pitch is in the dirt. Matt Deneau getting his work cut out for him this evening. Blocks it down again. Full count, 3-2. Full count. And Wright is going to be walked again. The second time this game and the second time on a full count.
That is 1,200 even more. Brings to the plate the first baseman, number 31, Zach Gray.
1 on now to leadoff batter. Colton Wright gets on base from the walk. He's 0 for 2 now with 2 walks, both walks on full counts. Good patient bats from Colton Wright tonight. Zach Gray, the first baseman, steps up to the batter's box for the 4th time. He's 1 for 3. Grounded into a fielder's choice in the 3rd inning. Flew out to the right fielder, Joshua Jones, in inning number 1, and had a solo home run in the 5th inning. (1-0) count for Gray. And it's 1-1. Second pitch is called a strike. Bottom half of the strike zone. Good breaking ball from Brian Raymond. 1-1. Here's the third pitch. And it's a slider on the outside corner. Great looking pitch from Brian Raymond. That one was nice to look at, a real beauty. Just the perfect amount of break to find that outside corner. Gray watches it go by. Not the pitch he wants to swing on. 1-2 count after 2 straight called strikes. Sal Rodriguez on deck, the designated hitter for the Mavericks. 0 for 2 with a walk so far is Rodriguez. Raymond bounces one in the dirt again. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Even count, 2-2. And it's a foul ball. Inside pitch from Brian Raymond. Had Zach Gray choking up on a swing, and he barely got a piece of it to stay alive. 2-2. Second straight foul ball. That one just off of Zach Gray's ankle. He's limping that one off. He has to take a quick walk. He'll stay in the batter's box with a 2-2 count after 2 straight foul balls.
1,284 people here tonight. Thank you very much for being here for game number 1 in the WNBL.
2-2 after 2 balls. 2 called strikes and 2 fouls. Colton Wright on first for the Mavericks after the walk. No outs, 1 on. And Gray is going to line this one into left field. It's going to sit. And it's a base hit for Zach Gray. Gets his second hit of the game. The line drive into left field. Sits in front of Wesley Moss. Can't make the play. And there's now 2 on to lead off the bottom of the 7th inning with no outs. Sal Rodriguez comes up to bat for the 4th time. No hits in the game yet. He's 0 for 2. Walked and scored in the 2nd inning. Rodriguez will want to get his first base knock of the game here in this inning. One runner in scoring position, Colton Wright on second and Zach Gray on first. There's 2 on for the Mavericks and no outs. Sal Rodriguez at the plate. Nolan Radai on deck. Radai is 1 for 3. He singled earlier. And Rodriguez going to ground this one toward the third baseman, Phil Langlois. They make the turn at second. 5-4-3 double play against the Mavericks. Colton Wright advances to third, but there's 2 outs now here in the 7th inning.
The second baseman, number 1, Nolan Radai.
Phil Langlois starts the double play. Adam Dela Cruz makes the throw to first. They get 2 outs. Runner advances to third, so the 7th run of the game for the Mavericks is only 90 feet away. If Nolan Radai at the plate can do something with Colton Wright over there on third. 2 outs now, bottom of the 7th inning. Nolan Radai, he singled in the 2nd inning, and he's 1 for 3 in the game. Colton Wright on third. And another very, very nice looking slider from Brian Raymond. I'd like to watch those all day, every day, but that one just misses outside. Can't find the plate. It's 1-1. 2-1. Another off-speed pitch from Brian Raymond, just up high.
Winning 50-50 ticket number 100746. Again, 100746 if you have that winning 50-50 ticket. Take it to the office now.
2-1 count at the plate for the second baseman, Nolan Radai. 2 outs. And he's going to foul off the inside pitch to even up the count. 2-2. 6-5 is the score here in the Western Major Baseball League Championship Series, the final between the Massillon Mavericks and Regina Red Sox. 6-5 for the Mavericks in game 1. Bottom of the 7th, 1 on for the Mavericks and 2 outs. Nolan Radai in a 2-2 count. Brian Raymond on the mound for the Red Sox. Pitch was in foul ball on pitch number 5, the at-bat with Radai. And he's going to line this one into right field. That one finds some grass. Radai with his second single of the game. That one scores right. He touches home plate. And it's 7-5 for the Mavericks. They take their two-run lead back here in the 7th inning. Radai with the RBI single makes the game 7-5. Bottom of the 7th inning, Mavericks extend their lead to 2. Brian Raymond now through 2/3 of an inning has given up 1 run on 2 hits and a walk. Louis Canjura back at the plate. He's 1 for 3 so far. Louis singled and scored in the 6th inning. Nolan Radai is now 2 for 4 with an RBI. Colton Wright scores from third base. And Canjura is going to hit this one hard and very deep to right field, just barely foul. If that would have been fair, it would have been on the warning track. And Radai was on his horse. He was off and running right away once the ball connected with the bat that time. 2 strikes now after the foul ball. 2 outs. 0-2 count at the plate. Louis Canjura has already struck out looking once this game. Brian Raymond trying to get out of the 7th, only allowing 1 run. And it's ball 1 in the at-bat. Just misses outside. Medicine Hat has now only not scored in the 3rd inning. They scored in the 1st, 2nd, and through the 4th and to the 7th innings. 1-2 count at the plate for Canjura. 2 outs, 1 on. As he pokes at this one, it's a base hit just past the 3rd baseman, Phil Langlois. 2nd base hit of the night for Louis Canjura. He's also 2 for 4. Bottom half of the order for the Mavericks getting it done. 6 through 9. A combined 7 hits. Radai with 2, Canjura with 2, Dre with 2, and Jackson Hoagie with a base hit as well. 6 through 9 for the Mavericks getting it done, providing lots of offense. 7 hits combined over the Mavericks, 11 hits total. In the top half, Zach Gray has 2 hits. Carson Johnson and Salguero each have 1. Colton Wright and Sal Rodriguez both with no hits yet this game. Colton Wright's been walked twice and Rodriguez been walked once. Meeting at the mound for the Red Sox as Jordan Dre steps up to the plate. 2 for 3 in the game. RBI double in the 2nd inning. And in the 4th inning, he singled and scored. Struck out looking in the 6th inning on a 10-pitch at-bat. It's been a wonderful day at the plate for Jordan Dre. 2 on and 2 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Nolan Radai on 2nd and Louis Canjura on 1st. 1-0 count. First pitch from Raymond outside.
50-50 center. No winner.
1-0 count. Here's the second pitch from Raymond. Off-speed pitch just down the middle, up high in the strike zone. Fooled Dre, but he took a hard cut at it. He wanted all of it. Saw it all the way, but couldn't make connection. 1-1 count. Runner still in scoring position for the Mavericks. They're looking to bring around another one to extend their lead to 3. Be a nice cushion for them going into the top of the 8th. Foul ball from Jordan Dre. Makes it a 1-2 count. One and two to Dre. And they're going to call ball. Pitch number 4, a ball to even up the count 2-2. They're going to say Dre did not swing all the way through. Checked at first base. First base umpire says he didn't go around, so it's 2-2. And the third pitch is down low again. Fills the count 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count for Jordan Dre, 3-2. His last at-bat was a 10-pitch at-bat where he later struck out looking. Both runners go, and Dre is going to be walked here in the full count. Loads the bases in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs. Brian Raymond loads the bases on the walk. He's now given up a run on 3 hits and 2 walks. And that's going to be the end of his night. 2/3 of an inning. Giving up 1 run, 3 hits and 2 walks from Brian Raymond. And his night is over after 2/3 of relief here in the 7th inning. Here to close out the 7th, it'll be another lefty from the Red Sox. Plenty of lefties in their lineup. Number 45, Edgar Suarez. Edgar Suarez has not pitched yet in these playoffs, making his first appearance here in the championship series. I called him Edgar Suarez here twice already. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning with 2 outs. It'll be the number 9 batter for the Mavericks, Jackson Hoagie. He's 1 for 2 so far. Bases are loaded. Red-Eye on 3rd, Kanjura on 2nd, and Jordan Dre on 1st for the Mavericks. Jackson Hoagie now comes up. He singled his last at-bat. He was hit by a pitch in the plate appearance before that one. Edgar Suarez is on the mound to close out the 7th. He just has to get 1 more out. That being Jackson Hoagie, but with the bases loaded, Hoagie's going to want to blow this one open with the Mavericks leading the Red Sox 7-5.
The left fielder, number 18, Jackson Hoagie.
Jackson Hoagie, bases loaded, bottom of the 7th, 2 outs. First pitch from Chavez, way inside. Backs Hoagie off the plate. It's 1-0. Hoagie's already been hit by a pitch once this game. Second pitch, hard fastball from Chavez. He throws a good hard fastball down low in the strike zone for pitch number 2. Hoagie turns on it, hits it foul down the third base line. 1-1 after the foul ball. Chavez with pitch number 3. Finds the outside corner. Hoagie takes a hard cut at it and swings right through the third offering. 1-2 count now. Chavez getting ahead. Looking to get out of the 7th inning. Only needs a 1 out. Bases are loaded. Mavericks with a good opportunity to blow this one open. Hoagie on at the plate. He's 1 for 2. And he's going to strike out swinging here to end the 7th inning. Edgar Chavez gets the strikeout. One more run comes around for Mezenhat. They've now scored in 6 out of 7 innings this game, and they take the 7-5 lead.
Going on, they got a contestant down there. Who do we have down there?
Chanskowski went 2/3 of an inning in the 7th. In relief of Alex Defoe, Chanskowski gave up no runs, no hits, or walks. Got through to 2/3 perfectly for the Mavericks. And in the top of the 8th, there will be another quick pitching change for the Mavericks. Sean Cruz coming in for the 8th, the setup man for the 9th. You'll likely see Tyler Shumpert in the 9th inning for the Mavericks. Sean Cruz pitches the 8th, Shumpert the 9th. Here in the top of the 8th, 7-5 for the Mavericks. And it'll be the 3-4-5 hitters for the Red Sox. Here in the top of the 8th, Joshua Jones, Phil Langlois, and Eric Crossman.
Hey folks, that's everybody's favorite, the 2-for-1 Ackies. Don't forget to play those at the Days Off Club after the game tonight. Now on the mound, pitching for the Medicine Hat Mavericks in the top of the 8th inning. From Yona Guam, number 13, the right-handed reliever, Sean Cruz.
Sean Cruz on the mound for the Mavericks here in the top of the 8th with a 2-run lead, 7-5. Mavericks with 11 hits now going into the 8th inning. Regina with 8 and 5 runs. Here's the 3-4-5 hitters, Joshua Jones leading us off in the top of the 8th for the Red Sox. Jones is 0 for 3 so far this game. His last at-bat, he lined out to Alex Defoe, the pitcher. A barehanded grab from Defoe to end the inning. Hasn't come up since the 5th inning. And he goes down 0-2, a swinging strike. The outside fastball from Sean Cruz gets him swinging. Can't keep up with the outside pitch. Sean Cruz looking to strike out the leadoff batter for the Red Sox here in the 8th inning. And he will do so. Joshua Jones goes down looking to start off this 8th inning. And Sean Cruz has put his stamp on this game in relief of Alex Defoe and Ryan Chanskowski. Phil Langlois will bat now for the Regina Red Sox. First pitch to Langlois, called strike from Cruz, and it's an 0-1 count. Langlois is 2 for 2 this game, tripled with an RBI in the first inning, singled in the fourth, and was walked in inning number 6. And he gets down 0-2 after the foul ball, straight into the mid of Colton Wright. Strike 2 of the at-bat. Sean Cruz looking for out number 2 here in this inning. 0-2 count with 1 out. And Phil Langlois is going to go down as well. Sean Cruz gets them swinging for the second strikeout of the inning.
Swing strikeout there. 2 gone for the Red Sox. Brings to the lake the first.
Sean Cruz strikes out back-to-back batters here in inning number 8. That's 9 strikeouts now in these playoffs. Eric Crossman, the first baseman, stepping up to the plate for the 4th time. Eric Crossman's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. And he's first pitch swinging. He'll line out to right field. Jordan Dre makes the grab, heading into the bottom of the 8th. Mavericks still lead by 2. 3 up, 3 down in the 8th. Sean Cruz hits him down 1-2-3. Sean Cruz's 4th appearance here these playoffs. Now through 3 appearances, Sean Cruz pitched 5 innings, giving up 8 hits, 3 runs, only 2 of them earned, walked 2 batters, and had 7 strikeouts, a 3.6 ERA. Now he's pitched 6 innings, only giving up those 2 runs and 9 strikeouts, and that ERA will drop. Good inning from Sean Cruz to sit down the Red Sox. And Edgar Chavez still on the mound for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Edgar Chavez with 1 out in the 7th, 1 strikeout. He struck out Jackson Hoagie. Hoagie was the number 9 batter, so it'll be the top of the order here for the Mavericks in the bottom of the 8th. David Salguero, Carson Johnson, and Colton Wright. They've been the top of the order all season, and now would be a good chance for them to get on base and make their mark in this game. A 7-5 lead, mainly provided from the bottom of the order, as well as Carson Johnson has 3 RBI this game. Salguero 1 for 3 with an RBI and a walk. Johnson 1 for 3 with 3 RBI. Colton Wright 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Probably Brooks will go tomorrow, so JP will go. Bottom of the 8th, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty end of the game here between the Mavericks and the Red Sox. 7-5, Mavericks lead. Salguero up to bat is the top of the order for the Mavericks here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Salguero is 1 for 3 so far. Walked and scored in the first. Grounded out into a fielder's choice in the 6th inning and scored as well. RBI single in inning number 4. Edgar Chavez with the first pitch of the 8th, bottom of the 8th. Down low, 1-0 count. Carson Johnson on deck, and Colton Wright will follow. 2-0 count. Salguero patient at the plate. It's game 1 of the Western Major Baseball League Championship Series between the Messina Mavericks and Regina Red Sox. Best of 5 between these 2 teams. And it's a 3-0 count. Another pitch outside from Edgar Chavez. And Salguero is going to walk for the 2nd time today on 4 pitches. A leadoff walk in the 8th inning. Gets 1 runner on for the Mavericks with no outs. Second time that Salguero's had a leadoff walk this game.
Carson Johnson.
Leadoff walk in the bottom of the first, sole second, and advanced to third on an errant throw from Matt Deneau, the catcher, and then scored on a sacrifice fly from Carson Johnson. We'll see if a similar sequence can happen here in the 8th inning. Ball one of this at bat. Outside, Johnson watches it go by. 1-0 count. Second pitch is in, and that one catches the outside corner of the plate.
This team has a lot of lefties. Hey, this is like the second one. They got a couple more.
Their starter was a lefty, and then they've had
This right here, reliever, right? So.
and they've had two. One count for Johnson at the plate. Johnson's 1 for 3 so far. Sacrifice fly RBI in the first inning, and singled in inning number 6 with 2 RBIs as well. 2 fly balls to center field in this game in the 3rd and 4th innings. Edgar Chavez checks David Salguero at first. He dives back safely. I'm sure now in the 8th inning they know about Salguero's speed on first. He likes to take off for second any chance he gets. 1-1 count, 1 on, no outs. And Johnson's going to bunt this one down the first base line. Chavez makes the scoop with his glove. And he advances Salguero up to second. Sacrifice bunt from Carson Johnson advances Salguero up to second. Edgar Chavez only uses his glove for that play, making a scoop throw. Very intuitive from the Red Sox pitcher, using what he had to make the play. One out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Salguero now on second in scoring position. Colton Wright at the plate. Wright's 0 for 2 with 2 walks this game, so he's been on twice. Oh, 1 count at the plate. Colton Wright watches the first pitch go by for a called strike. And he's going to line this one high and deep to center field. Brooks Stotler is after it. He won't make the grab. Salguero stopped at third, but is now coming around on a throw in. RBI double for Colton Wright. Salguero scores. Colton Wright is now 1 for 3. Brooks Stotler can't make the play in center field. He bobbled it. Almost made the play. 8-5 for the Mavericks. And the Mavericks take the largest lead of the game between either side. A 3-run lead in the bottom of the 8th. Line drive from Colton Wright to deep center field at the warning track. Bounced off the wall. Looked like Brooks Stotler had to bobble it once or twice. 1 run scores. It's 8-5 in the largest lead of the game from either side. 1 out still, and a runner still in scoring position for the Mavericks. Colton Wright finds himself on second. He's 1 for 3 now with 2 walks and an RBI. And at the plate, it's Zach Gray. Zach Gray is 2 for 4. Home run in the 5th inning and a single in inning number 7. Two called strikes at the plate makes a count 0-2 for Gray. Sal Rodriguez on deck for the Mavericks with 1 out.
It is 9:43.
0-2 count, 1 out, 1 on. Here's the third pitch. And Gray is going to hit this one very high in the air into foul territory. Clears the Red Sox bullpen, lands on the bench. Had about 4 Red Sox bullpen pitchers on the bench landed in their lap. Foul ball, 0-2 count still. Edgar Chavez with pitch number 4, and it's another foul ball from Zach Gray. 2 called strikes and 2 fouls now in the at-bat. R 0-2 count. Right takes off for third. Gray is going to foul off another ball, so Wright has to go all the way back to second. Hit and run attempt from the Mavericks, trying to bring around one more run here in the bottom of the 8th. They give themselves a good cushion going into the top of the 9th here in game 1. Still an 0-2 count, 3 straight foul balls. And the 6th pitch of the at-bat's going to be in the dirt. Bounces in front of the plate. And it's 1-2 with 1 out. Colton Wright on second. And time is going to be called. 12 hits now for the Mavericks this game. The offense has been rolling all the way through, now scoring in 7 out of 8 innings. The only inning where the Mavericks haven't scored is inning number 3. 8-5 to score. And Gray is going to go down looking. Edgar Chavez gets strikeout number 2 of this game. And there's now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Two outs, 1 on. 1 run has already come around to score. David Salguero scored on the RBI double from Colton Wright. Sal Rodriguez back at the plate for the 5th time. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. Still looking for his first base hit of the game. He's the only Mavericks batter without a base hit. Well, let's see if he can change that here in what is likely his last opportunity of the game here in the 8th inning. 1-0 count to the big designated hitter. And a big swinging strike on pitch number 2, 1-1. 1-1 to Rodriguez. Edgar Chavez trying to get out of the 8th. And that's 2-1. The 3rd pitch is just down low on the sinker. Too much break from Chavez. Makes the count 2-1. Rodriguez, a good eye, a patient hitter and unselfish. Not going to swing out much if it's outside of the zone. And just like that, another pitch that's hopped in front of the plate. Three and 1, 3 balls and a strike to Rodriguez. Already been walked once this game. Walked and scored in the 2nd inning. And he's grounded out in his last 3 at-bats.
Congratulations to our 50-50 ticket winner, Jill Denman. Taking home 13-37-50.
Three-one count at the plate. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And a foul ball fills the count. 3-2. Full count for Rodriguez. 2 outs, 1 on. Bottom of the 8th inning. Rodriguez looking to get his first hit of the game. But he's going to be walked for the second time, and he'll be okay with that. Just getting on again. Nothing wrong with walking twice in the game. 2 runners on now for the Mavericks in the bottom of the 8th. They're going to keep things going here. They want some more runs against the Red Sox. Already 1 run has come around this inning. 2 on. Runners on first and second. And it's a number 6 batter in the lineup for the Mavericks. Nolan Radeye stepping up to the plate. Radeye is 2 for 4, singled in both the second and 7th innings. Got an RBI on a single in the last inning. I think Jill Denman is Trina and Cindy's manager on the SU floor. One count. 1 ball and a strike on a foul ball from Radeye. Edgar Chavez has allowed 1 run to come around here in the 8th. Wants to keep it just that way as Colton Wright takes third. No throw. No throw from Matt Deneau. So Colton Wright takes third. Runners on the corners now for the Mavericks. Sal Rodriguez does not take second on a double steal opportunity. 2-1 count. Runners on the corners. As Colton Wright takes third. And Wright wants to come home more than anything right now, almost walking halfway down the line.
If you can just drop that right.
3-1 count for Nolan Radeye. Louis Canjura on deck for the Mavericks. And Radeye is going to be walked in 5 pitches. That loads the bases. Another base runner for the Mavericks. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the 8th inning with 2 outs. Another 2-out bases loaded opportunity for the Mavericks to bring around a few more runs.
They remember what it was like back then when they played.
Meeting at the mound for the Red Sox. Everybody in for it. They're going to keep Edgar Chavez in as Louis Canjura comes up to the plate for the 5th time. Canjura is 2 for 4. He singled his last 2 at-bats in the 6th and 7th innings. Scored in the 6th inning. One 0 count for Canjura. Bases loaded. Colton Wright on third. And Canjura is going to hit this one high in the air in right field. And Joshua Jones is under it. Makes the grab to end the bottom of the 8th inning. Mavericks get 1 more run to make it 8-5 going into the top of the 9th.
Come on, stand up, get those cell phone lights on. We gotta sing. We might only have 2 more home games left. This is one of them.
Tyler Schumpert coming up on the mound now here for inning number 9, looking to close this one out in the top of the 9th. Sean Cruz gets through 1 inning in the 8th. Allowing no runs on no hits or walks, 2 strikeouts for Sean Cruz in the 8th inning. Tyler Shumpert tasked with closing this one out. It'll be the 6, 7, 8 hitters from the Red Sox, Matt Deneau, Danny Hunt, and Brooks Stotler. Deneau is 1 for 3, single in the 6th inning. Danny Hunt's 0 for 3 so far. Brooks Stotler 2 for 3, 2 solo home runs this game.
Nice them out, folks.
Top of the 9th, Mavericks lead the Regina Red Sox 8-5. 6, 7, 8 hitters from the Red Sox coming up here in the 9th inning.
Now on the mound, pitching for the Medicine Hat Mavericks. Right-handed reliever from Houston, Texas. Number 14, Tyler Shumpert.
Tyler Shumpert will be making appearance number 5 in these playoffs so far. Through 4 appearances, he pitched 4 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 walk from Shumpert, and 4 strikeouts in 4 innings, 2.25 ERA. Matt Deneau steps up to the plate now for the 4th time. He's 1 for 3, looking for a base hit number 2 of the game.
Coming off of the Red Sox, number 17, the catcher, Matt Deneau.
1-0 count for Matt Deneau. And 2-0 after the first 2 pitches from Tyler Shumpert.
But that's me. That's why we're not coaches. We usually make the right call.
And Deneau is going to pop this one up into foul territory. Zach Gray, the first baseman's after it. And he's going to make the grab for out number 1 here in the top of the 9th inning. That one near the Red Sox bullpen. He had to travel far distance for that one, almost 70 feet towards the bullpen. And there's now 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Mavericks 2 outs away from ending game 1 with the win. Danny Hunt, first pitch swinging, and he's going to ground out to Nolan Radai at second. 4-3, gets a second out of the inning. Danny Hunt, the shortstop, now 0 for 4 this game. Hasn't had any luck go his way at the plate so far. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th after the Danny Hunt ground out and the Matt Deneau fly out. Brooks Stotler, he's 2 for 3. He'll step up to the plate here in the 9th inning. The Regina Red Sox down to their last out. Stotler is 2 for 3 this game with 2 home runs, 2 solo shots in the 5th and 7th innings. And on second pitch, he'll ground this one towards Carson Johnson, makes the grab, controls it, and makes the throw to first. Mavericks take game 1. They win game 1 of the Western Major Baseball League Championship Series 8-5 against the Regina Red Sox. Mavericks lead the championship series 1-0 over the Red Sox. 8-5 is the final score here at Athletic Park. Alex Defoe picks up the win for the Mavericks. And Tyler Bernhardt picks up the loss for the Red Sox in game 1. Game 2 goes tomorrow night at Athletic Park again, 7:05 p.m. Tune in for tomorrow's live stream between the Mesa Mavericks and Regina Red Sox for Game 2 of the Wimbledon Championship Series between the Mesa Mavericks and Regina Red Sox. Mavericks with a 1-0 lead in the series. Thanks for joining us tonight. We hope you enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you tomorrow.